Tyson Chandler's scoring has dipped with each game, basically. 6 points in game 1, 7 in game 2, 2 in game 3 as Carmelo Anthony hits for the Nuggets. Stojakovic now has 4 points on 2 of 3. Carmelo one-on-one against Peja, drives in and he is fouled. And Chris Paul said before the game, it got kind of ugly yesterday talking about game 3, but that's the intensity of the playoffs. That's what makes it so fun and exciting. I'm not sure he'd be saying the same thing about getting that big rear end of Nene in his face on the box out right there. And Dante Jones definitely trying to get rough with Chris Paul as Carmelo Anthony hits a pair of free throws, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Byron Scott was raving about him after the game.
That's just too easy. I mean, defensively right now, Peja Stojakovic, David West, no communication. No one called out the switch.
Back comes Melo for the Nugs, under a minute to go in the first. In rhythm, and he hits it right in Peja's face. A 22-point bulge for the Denver Nuggets.
I mean, when you look at this defensively, they can't get stops. I mean, you got to keep finding options.
And the New Orleans Hornets are one of the best come-from-behind teams in the NBA, but the Melo Man hanging and hitting as he flies out of bounds. The lead back to 20 for Denver.
That's just great body control by Carmelo Anthony.
At 25 in game 3, and looking like he might have a 30-pluser here. He is 5 of 5 for 12 points. Melo's got that look.
He has that look.
Butler trying to check Carmelo, wiggling, juking, firing, and he hits again. 6 of 6 start for Carmelo Anthony. He leads everybody with 14, the lead back to 22.
I mean, he had Rasul Butler at the top of the key like it was a video game. He had the controls, Carmelo Anthony. Put him in the blender, put it on smoothie, and knocked it down.
This is the way this series has gone. Very, very chippy. And a technical foul has been called. Technical foul on Rasul Butler.
Hornets for them is, you can see right now the Nuggets, even up 25 points or 24 before that technical, they're not even giving up layups. They didn't concede that layup to Rasul Butler. They hustled down, making you earn it.
If the Hornets could get this to 13 or 14, Melo trying to widen the lead. He cannot, but he taps it up and in. Carmelo Anthony now with 15 points, the lead back to 22. Chauncey makes a move on Rasul. He was tied up. The loose ball comes to Chauncey Billups. Fans wanted 3 seconds on Nene. Shot clock an issue, down to 7 for Chauncey. The Melo Man will launch from the left wing, and he will drill that 3 with the shot clock winding down, and the lead is 26.
They're knocking it down. Put your head down, get to the basket just like that.
Carmelo Anthony showing them how it's done, and the Melo Man will stride to the line where he is 3 for 3 in this basketball game. He is the high man here.
Kenny Gaston, Paul Presley. They're just disgusted. I mean, because right now, I think you can live with not making shots. But defensively, you can't live with this ole layups, easy shots, no resistance from your team defensively.
Or his rough vicinity. Melo from the right wing. Yes, it is good. And Carmelo Anthony is having a game. He had 25 in the entire game 3. He has 25 here in 31 minutes, 9 of 15. And we are under a minute to go here in the third. Nice pass, Kenyon to Chris Anderson. Ends up in the hands of Carmelo Anthony fortuitously, and he is fouled. He will head to the free throw line off the foul by James Posey. His 4th. Melo 5 of 5 from the line, and he's shaken up.
You know, you're losing with 30-plus points. You know, fouls start to get harder. Guys start to get a little bit upset, and the referee's definitely going to have to keep this under control as far as the emotions.